Hello, welcome back. My name is Close Shave Dave, and today we're going to be looking at the secrets that we've currently found and the ones, obviously, that we're missing. But we'll get to them. First of all, there's the diary. We'll probably go by tree rather than by number. Is that what we'll do? No, I think we'll go by number, because number makes more sense if you were trying to track these down yourself. So if you treat this as a guide, let's look at it by number. Number one, there's a diary. A diary mostly describing life on the ship. It also mentions a rumour that Sergeant Jones found an ancient artifact during the war. I've changed my mind, it makes more sense to follow them as trees. So sorry. 2. Top secret intelligence note. A record of Sergeant Jones and his squad being kidnapped while on a reconnaissance mission in the jungle. It is thought they were taken to the nearby water purification plant and detained as prisoners of war. I don't know this one, but the final bit down there is the casket nameplate, which is a brass plate showing a soldier's name, Brian Carter. Over here, another end of the line, a diary that mentions, just journal? Yeah, journal. A diary that mentions an officer named Jones and his squad. The author suspects that Jones and his crew are in the caskets on board the ship. Also goes down this path. Locked casket. This casket's had heavy locks added to them. Update. The locks must have been to keep the mutilated bodies secret. So that's right. Mutilated bodies. Good fun, huh? Let's go up first. So 14. Guard duty roster. A guard duty rota sheet found at the entrance to hold 3A. Nobody was allowed inside. Update. Hold 3A contained caskets. It's unclear why they were under such a tight guard. Update. The caskets were being guarded because the military didn't want the contents to be discovered. We'll go up first, just because it's the end of the line. Locks memo. Pardon me. A memo instructing that locks should be fitted to the caskets and that nobody should have access to them. The caskets contained material classified as military secrets. Let's go over here first. Cargo bill of lading? Ladding? Doesn't matter. Loading? A manifest detailing the origin and destination of Manchurian gold cargo. The ship was sailing from the water purification plant to San Francisco. Update. The water purification plant was a cover for an enemy military installation. And up here, water purification plant map. A map of water purification plant. Someone has labeled it with various military buildings. This water purification plant was a cover for a military facility. Now, down and along, if you followed 13. Open casket. Joyous. One of the caskets is open. The bodies in the caskets are of bizarre supernatural human hybrids. The bodies in the caskets are the result of human experimentation, which is always good fun. Down here, military orders. Orders detailing what is to happen to the bodies being transported in the caskets. The order states that the bodies are the result of human experimentation by a hostile power during World War II, which has got to suck. Let's go over here first. We got another missing one. So we got two missing ones on the same bloody branch. Dog tag. A dog tag found on a corpse. There were US military on board the ship. Charlie Perez, I think that says. That's the end of that bit. And down here, we've got infantry badge. An infantry badge found on a corpse. There were US military on board the ship. Same thing. Now, we did that one. Yes, we did. Small casket. A small casket designed for a child. Update. Because of shortages, the coffin was used to transport an adult, which... Update, this may have caused the rumours about a ghost child. Ah, gotcha. Let's go down first. Private Reed's letter. A letter to home that mentions someone on board had seen ghosts. And along here first, casket shortage memo. A memo stating that there is a shortage of adult caskets due to there being little left of it. One of the bodies could be transported using a child's casket. Oh, there was little left of the body. Not so good. And the end of this road completely. Ghost rumors report. A note detailing that the rumors of ghosts on board were proven false. A specific guard watch was set in cargo hold 3A so that the rumors could be investigated and nothing was found. So all of that stems from 1. 3 is a note all on its own. Gas mask instructions. A memo instructing someone to issue gas masks to any soldiers working with chemicals in cargo. There must have been a risk of a gas leak with the cargo. Now, this one followed from 1, as did 5. 6 is also on its own. A nautical chart. A map showing the origin and destination of the ship. It was sailing from the Republic of China to San Francisco. This is the start of a whole new line. Engineer logbook. In the engineer logbook, it describes a heavy electrical storm and how the lightning strikes have messed with the systems. The ship was caught in the storm on the night the SOS went out. So we'll go left to right. Screaming corpse. A terrified looking corpse. It looks as though they were cowering away from something when they died. Unfortunately, that's also covered. Terrified corpse. A corpse whose face has frozen in an expression of terror. Almost looks as if they had been frightened to death. Now, over here. Guard duty note. A note requesting that someone cover another crew member's shift. It seems he wanted to get out of guard duty. Update. Patterson was diagnosed with combat and operational stress reaction with symptoms including hallucinations. Private Patterson's medical report. Notes written by a physician on board the ship describing and diagnosing a patient's symptoms. He was diagnosed with suspected combat stress reaction. Private Miller's letter. A letter from someone on the ship to a woman he loves back home. He describes that there are rumours of spooky behaviour in some of the cargo holds on board. Update. The rumours started when someone who was suffering combat and operational stress reaction. Okay. Over here. Chemical leak. Pardon me. Large stacked boxes of crystals in Hessian bags with the words Manchurian gold stenciled on the side. The hold is flooded. It looked like there had been a chemical leakage in cargo hold 2. Update. The chemicals are weaponized hallucinations from the Manchurian gold research. Here first. We'll work our way around the box. Some broken electrical cables, broken wires. Pardon me, sorry. Some broken electrical cables found dangling into a pool of liquid on the floor. They seem to be causing a chemical reaction. Update. The wires are dangling in solution of the Manchurian gold chemicals. Cargo ship manual. A book describing procedures for when dangerous chemicals are in cargo. Someone has highlighted the section about medical emergencies. There must be chemicals on board that can cause palpitations and increased heart rate. Update. The electricity flowing through the solution is activating a hallucinogenic gas. Minutes of meeting. A confession from a person known as Scientist X, stating that what the Americans codenamed Manchurian Gold was an investigation into distributing chemicals on the battlefield. The chemicals caused violent paranoid hallucinations. I think one of the cats is clawing at the wall because they suck. And this goes here. Electrocardiogram results. A medical chart of a patient shows that they died of a sudden heart failure. And that is the end of that story. And 8 is the start of another one. Engine room telegraph log. An order book from the engine room describing the orders carried out by engine room crew. I'm sorry, I just watched a cat rage at a door and then charge through the room. An order book from the engine room describing the orders carried out by engine room crew. The ship had been ordered to stop for anchor. Update. The ship had stopped to investigate a man overboard, sorry. Man overboard search orders. Instructions for the crew to anchor the ship and assist With search and recovery, a member of the crew had jumped overboard. Update, they did not know their location when they anchored. Navigator's notebook. A navigator's notebook describing events during the ship's voyage. A storm had blown the ship off course. That's the end of that one. Just following these lines, we will start here at a new path. Radio operator's memo. A radio operator's notes detail times when radio contact was operational on the ship. The ship's radio contact was lost. This goes to here. Flight plan. The flight plan on the B-29 Sea Air Rescue reconnaissance plane. The plane was launched from a US airbase. Update, the B-29 must have been searching for the ship. Let's go up first. Co-pilot badge. The badge on the co-pilot from the B-29 plane identifying as origin. The plane had been based in the Conway Islands. Alright. Radio operator's final message. A radio operator's note from the ship. The operator had made intermittent radio contact to broadcast a final mayday call. Missing lifeboat. A lifeboat is missing from the B-29 plane. It had been launched during the plane's mission. Update, the plane must have been flying low to drop the lifeboat when it was shot at. Update, the ship crew attacked the B-29 due to hallucinations. We'll go to 49 because it's less than 50, and I'm a loser. Anti-aircraft shell. A shell on the wrecked B-29 found lodged in the plane. The wrecked B-29 was shot down. Update, the B-29 was gunned down from the Ourang Medan. Anti-aircraft shell casing. A shell casing found near a gun on the ship. The gun had been fired. Update, the gunners on the ship attacked the Sea Air Rescue plane. Alright, that's the end of that one. Third row. Yeah, these are on their own. 21. Hastily written message. Hastily written message describing that there had been widespread violence on board the ship. Which leads to something I don't know! Which is annoying. 23 is just by itself as well. Catering staff schedule. The catering schedule found in the kitchen. Days have been marked off and then stopped suddenly. Something interrupted the ship's voyage. And then the next thing. That's that whole row done. This row. Everything might be done here too. And down here, I think the only thing that's new, well, actually there's a few things that are new, but there looks to be this that's locked, and self-contained, and then self-contained. So yeah, that's all we got to find. Medan hat. A hat with the word Medan printed on it. The rest of the print is illegible. Medan is part of the ship's name. Update, the name of the ship is the Ourang Medan. Ship's logbook. The ship's logbook shows that the name of the ship starts with the word Ourang. Update, the name of the ship is the Ourang Medan. And the only other thing I've got left to show you, the 1947 newspaper. A discarded newspaper from the United States dated 1947. The ship must have been abandoned sometime that year. That's all I've got for you. That's everything we have. But thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll get more information to you very soon. Goodbye.